everyone settle in. Roll cameras. And action! I want full steam from the locomotive as it crosses the bridge.
Hi everyone, I'm here in the heart of the financial district. Today, we're discussing the dork arts of rugby, specifically those crafty, illegal line-out tactics. I'm joined by a top young lawyer to get a professional take on these strategic grey areas. What do you think about teams like England sealing off that one?
Brilliant.
From a strategic standpoint, seeing coaches like Robertson and Borthwick exploit the principle of materiality is just masterful. And it's a high-stakes
Chess match where the edge is found in the margins, and it makes me incredibly happy to see such elite.
They call it the dark art of the Lineout. And infringement, the refs choose to down. It's the
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the game of rugby. We're going to explore those tactical battles fought in the shadows. You know, the stuff you might miss unless you know exactly where to look. You know, at the very highest level, rugby is so much more than just a physical collision. It's a high-speed chess match, really. Every single pass, every tackle, every kick you see, it's a calculated move in a much bigger plan to find and exploit even the tiniest weakness. And coaches, like the All Blacks' Scott Robertson here, they spend weeks, literally weeks, glued to screens, analyzing their opponents to figure out how to counter specific threats. You know, think about preparing for the Springboks' famous aerial bombardment, that relentless storm of high kicks designed to just create absolute chaos and pressure. It's all about trying to see the play before it even happens. But here's the thing, the game you see on the surface, that's not the whole story. The real tactical battle, the one fought down in the trenches, is often hidden in plain sight. And it doesn't happen in open play. It happens in those complex, super-regulated set pieces that restart the match. So today, we're going to deconstruct a very specific dark art that the top teams use. It's a way to get a small but often decisive illegal advantage in one of the most technical parts of the game, the lineout. Now, to really get how the rules are bent, first we've got to understand how a lineout is supposed to work, you know, according to the official laws of the game. You've seen this 1,000 times, right? Two lines of absolute giants, ready for what looks like a pretty organized contest for the ball. On the surface, it seems straightforward enough. And it all kicks off with this simple signal from the touch judge. The flag goes up, maybe you hear a whistle, and bam, the stage is set for the forwards to get in there and fight for that throw. Okay, now this is the key. Pay close attention to this rule right here. There must be a 1 meter gap between the two teams. It's a clear channel, and that space is mandatory. Players cannot go into it until the ball is actually thrown. Just remember that, the 1 meter gap, it's everything. Because, you probably guessed it, that 1 meter gap is precisely where the crafty teams go to work. It's where a tiny, often unnoticed infringement can totally change the outcome of the entire play. So let's look at a real-world example from an England match. Here we've got the prop, Harry Williams. He's starting in a perfectly legal position, right at the front of the lineout. To the ref, and to most of us watching, everything looks totally fine, completely by the book. But just watch what happens next. Before the hooker has even let go of the ball, Williams takes a step forward and across right into that mandatory 1 meter gap. What he's done is create a wall. He's effectively sealed off the opposition. And that one simple, totally illegal step, it is devastatingly effective. It means the other team is physically blocked. They literally can't jump to compete for the ball. It also messes with their maul defense, putting them on the back foot before the play has even really begun. And here you can see the chain reaction perfectly. In a match against Italy, England used this exact move. They sealed the gap, Italy couldn't compete, so they instinctively braced for a maul, but the maul never came. England got perfectly clean ball, spun it out wide, and just one phase later, they were over the line for a try. A massive result from a tiny illegal move. So this brings us to a really fascinating question, and it's one that's at the heart of officiating any pro sport. It's this constant tension between what the rulebook says and how the game is actually played. And if you've been watching closely, you're probably asking yourself this exact question. The player is clearly breaking the law, so why does it go unpunished so often? Well, the refs are basically caught in this constant dilemma. On one hand, you have the absolute letter of the law. On the other, you have this idea called materiality. Essentially, they have to ask themselves, did that illegal move actually have a material effect on what happened? Or would blowing the whistle just stop the flow of the game for no good reason? This quote from a referee forum just captures the whole idea perfectly. The thinking goes something like this. If the defending team wasn't even planning on jumping for the ball anyway, did the other team seeing the gap actually change anything? A lot of refs would say no, it didn't, so they let the play continue. And this gray area, that's the battlefield. The coaches are smart. They know that referees are hesitant to penalize these supposedly immaterial infringements. So they design plays that exploit these neglected little clauses in the rulebook to gain a very subtle but very significant advantage. Okay, so why should the average fan even care about this stuff? I mean, these are super tiny technical infringements. Why does one single step in a lineout really matter? Well, it matters because when you understand this, you start to see a whole deeper, more strategic layer to the sport. It shows you that rugby isn't just about brute force. It's about tactical genius. It's about pushing the boundaries and outthinking your opponent in that little space between the rules. So the real takeaway here is that top-level rugby is this constant cat and mouse game. The teams are always innovating, finding new ways to bend the rules, and the officials are always trying to decide where to draw the line between a clever ploy and an illegal act. A tiny infringement isn't just a mistake, it can be a deliberate strategy that leads directly to points on the board. So, the next time you watch a match, when you see that lineout form, you'll be able to see past the big lifts and the throw. You'll be looking for that subtle step, that slight shift, and you'll see that hidden battle unfolding right in front of your eyes. You'll see the game within the game.
How Borthwick and Razor plan it all.
Hey everyone, if you're enjoying this, make sure to like and follow and hit subscribe for more great content. Thanks for watching.